I'm Naomi from Nondora, and this is my first impression on the Nature's Wisdom message cards by Scott Alexander King. So this is a 70 affirmation card deck with instructions, and it's a picture deck by Scott Alexander King, already said that, and it's published by Animal Dreaming. So let's open this up. So I guess this is a flat box if I see it like that. I don't know if you would call it that, but that's what it actually looks like. I love picture decks. I have 2 picture decks myself already in my collection. I do believe we need more of those. Most of the time we have decks with artwork, but decks with pictures, I love that too. So let's see. So it has a magnetic box, and I immediately love that. And a little bit of glue there, but that's fine. And the cards are small. Wow! I was expecting like an oracle size deck, but it's small. Perfectly how do you say that, embedding in the box. I don't know if you say it like that. And it's like a massive deck. So let's see. So that is it. We have here the inside of the box. I still have a bit of plastic in my hand. Sit yourself down on the floor and simply lay the cards out in a circle around you. I love that. I'm going to read that more when I am working with the deck. So, what do we have? We have a little card by the author. Let's see. Yeah, about Scott Alexander King and who he is. So that's nice. And here we have the backs of the cards. Cards are good cardstock. It feels like a playing card deck, actually. I'm going to zoom this in because I feel like we are now very far away from the card. We're zoomed in now. And oh, I love this. I love this. And I'm actually very curious now how I'm going to feel about this deck, because I live in the Netherlands. And I know that Scott Alexander King is from Australia, so I am now wondering if I can connect with nature in the deck. Actually, I'm curious about that. So these cards have messages on the back. Oh, I love it. It's like a journey. Like you can journey with the card, like you pick something from nature or something and you can read at the back and work with that. I love that. Ah, I wish I had those stones here. So I'm going to skip a little bit through, but feathers, oh, you know, that means so much to me without reading the back of the card. So what's it saying? Your intent is true by... Oh, I don't want to read this out loud because, you know, I'm not English, so I might say stupid things. Oh, this is beautiful too. Sorry, I was reading that and now I see that picture. It's beautiful. Oh. Also on the beach, it's not looking like that over here, but this is beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. Oh, I love this. Oh. I want to go on vacation. Fish. I love this. Well, I I say I love this, but there are two sides of it. When I'm in the woods and I'm walking like in the Alps or something, and I see trees stacked up like that in the trees, it just gives me a very cozy feeling. When I see my favorite trees cut up like that, I'm very sad actually. So it's actually, I'm thinking now about it, that's a very double feeling. But when I am like in the woods walking, you know, in the mountains, we don't have mountains in the Netherlands, but in Germany, in the Alps, it gives such a magical feeling, you know, that like you're going back to basic. And immediately when I see a picture like this, it's bringing me back to that, like going back to basic, to just, you know, raw resources of nature. And it also reminds me of my favorite tree being cut down a couple of months ago. So it's I think I need to work on something there. Sand. Oh, I love sand. It's funny here. I have sand here on my altar as well, because for me sand is a reminder of abundance. There is so, you know, you cannot count the grains of sand in your hand. But I'm just saying all these things without reading the back of the cards. But yeah, I'm going to skip through this, and of course I will give a more in-depth review later. Sky, beautiful, so clear. Very damaging to a camera to take a picture like that, but it's always so beautiful when you do. Pine needles. Oh, I love the smell of pine. Soil. Yeah. Nest. Oh, so cute. I don't know what this word means. Sorry, have to look that up. But it reminds me of these little holes in the grounds of rabbits and foxes and all that kind of stuff. We can maybe... Ah, beautiful message, by the way. Oh, yeah, sad reality of nature as well. Oh, this is so beautiful. I have never seen it this way. Roots of trees. It looks gorgeous. Branches. The nice part of winter that you can always look at those patterns in the branches. Yeah. Oh, I love that part. When snow is falling, not if it's too long there, because then it's getting bored. For me it is, because if the world is white for a very long time then it gets bored. But when it's just snowing and everything is white, it just brings such a peace to nature. But I'm always afraid that I fall and slip, so it's again a double-edged sword for me, because I love it, and on the other side I'm scared that I fall. But that's me. I'm always afraid in winter that it's slippy outside. Tracks. Yeah. I like to do that in the dunes. Do you say it like that? Those sandy hills close to the North Sea. And you can really follow deer and rabbits, and you can just really see in the sand what has been walking there, and I love that. So here are 4 cards that I really just want to show you, just to make my point here. We have things like fur in this deck, bark, ice, and puddles. I mean, I'm looking through the deck right now, and almost every experience, look at that, how beautiful. Every experience that you can have in nature, especially when you go into nature to experience nature and to be in the now, is in this deck. I'm not kidding you. It surprises me what an eye for detail it actually holds. Even this hive, stump, man. My first impressions on these cards, and I have to tell you, I have not read the instructions or all the back of the cards. I just went through the cards and just felt. It feels to me like these cards are like a nature walk. When I go on my nature walks, I focus on what is catching my eye. Sometimes it's a bird, sometimes it's a goose, sometimes it's a duck, or something else. There are always many birds where I live, or even now cows, and sometimes it's part of a tree or between barks of trees, or there's always something that is catching my attention, and then I try to connect with that. And this deck feels like you're able to do that with the deck as well. The box talks about a medicine walk. I've never heard or experienced something like that, but if it is something that I'm doing on my nature walks, like really walking and looking for a healing within what nature is showing me, then I definitely relate to that. And this deck has all these teeny tiny details like this. You see here the sun, but you also see a little bit of web here that is also between the, how do you say that? I don't know, sorry guys. But that little bit of web, those details can be something that I can focus upon and really get like a nature reading for myself out. And I love that this deck lends it for that. And at the back of the cards, it is really giving you suggestions on what you can do with this energy and what nature is trying to tell you. I love that. So my first impression is, I did not expect this, but it's a major surprise, and I feel so connected to nature by watching and looking at these photos. So yeah, I am going to research this deck because, you know, I feel that it can really be very healing, especially if I'm not able to go on a walk, if I'm not able to go outside by work, or if because I'm sick or whatever. This can be such a healing to still have that sense of connection. So my first impression is, I love this beautiful deck and it feels very healing to me. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!